Before we even get into this, I just wanted to say that I'm not one of those dudes that make fun of women's interests or interests that women tend to have for no good reason. I find that obnoxious. Like, these dudes will be like, oh, you're into astrology? Haha, you're stupid. And then they like jerk off to the stock market. You need to get a personality that's not, you know, shitting on women's interests. I'm doing this out of curiosity, I guess. I respect people that believe in this. I don't. I don't have any beliefs in, you know, the spiritual realm because I am a tiny, stupid mammal on a spinny rock in the vast darkness of space. So I'm not gonna claim I know anything. So I have decided to try some of these online or YouTube pick a card readings to see how accurate they really are. I'm gonna be completely honest and blunt in this video. If she's wrong, she's wrong. If she's right, she's right. And I will also mention when I think that even though she's right, it's a little too generalized for me to say if it feels real or not, you know? I'll also say when my brain could be like reaching. A lot of these are like hoping that your brain will reach and make the connection. I, a skeptic and cynicist, will try to go into this open-minded and see how right she is. First and foremost, this is a pick a card, your past, present, and future psychic reading from one of the more known tarot girls on this website, Stargirl the Practical Witch. Alright, so first thing I gotta do, pick a pile. I'm not 100% sure how I'm supposed to be picking these cards. I have decided on pile 5 and she is going to tell me my past, present, and future. Now, with the future part, I can't really, like, real time tell you if she's right or not because, like, I don't have 20/20 vision. I'm sorry. But I can tell you if the past and present parts of this are correct.
What I really felt when I looked at your spread is one thing that really popped up in my ear is some sort of performer, some sort of actor.
All right, she's correct thus far. I'll give her that.
Of someone who performs in front of an audience. I got like comedian, I got actor. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Someone who is maybe on YouTube, someone who...
At first I was going to criticize and say maybe it was a little general, and then she said someone was on YouTube, and I was like, alright, motherfucker.
Forms, like that's like the vibe that I'm really getting. Or if not that, I'm seeing like working in a group, working in some sort of creative group, such as a band, such as working in a company with other people that allows you to be creative.
That's wrong. I work by myself, just completely solo.
I'm seeing too, group number 5 is one of your natural strengths and abilities, because we're all born with natural strengths and abilities and these things help us in our life purpose, is that you have a lot of natural charisma. Some people just have it and some people don't. And I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, you have ability to really charm people. Now, if you're younger, this might not resonate because when we're young, we're insecure and like unsure of ourselves. Like, what do you mean? But I feel like group number...
Hey, I didn't appreciate that she read my mind. You know, when she said, you have a lot of natural charisma, I was like, where? My ability to piss people off? Ah, yeah, so much natural charisma. And then she was like, and if you're young, you're probably insecure and think that I'm bullshitting you. And I'm like, hey.
You can charm people just by being yourself. You probably have a beautiful smile is what I'm seeing. You just have like that A++ personality, you know? And you have a natural gift of leadership. However, what I'm seeing group number 5 is you do have a tendency to kind of like put yourself into groups in a way where you don't allow yourself to shine and stand out. That's the biggest thing. I feel like a lot of you are scared of stepping into that leadership role, or a lot of you kind of like, instead of independently going after things, you tend to like stay in groups or hide behind other people.
That's completely wrong. I hate being in group settings. Group settings stifle me. I need to do everything by myself or I'll die.
I really feel like with 10th house and Uranus, guys, like I feel like one day you're gonna unexpectedly make it. It's gonna occur out of nowhere. One day you could be irrelevant, one day you could be unsuccessful and broke, and then the next day it's like, whoa, success just hit me in the face. That's what I really, really feel for you, group number 5.
I can't say if that's true or not because I can't see the future, so I guess we're moving on.
The 11th house, and also with sextile, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a lot of friendships where you can be creative with. I feel like you guys are going to be blessed with a lot of creative friendships as well. I feel like that's one of the blessings you're going to receive in life. And the 11th house is also about unexpected blessings. So I really feel like, guys, like your luck is weird. One day you could have really, really bad luck, and the next day you could have really, really good luck. Like you're that person who makes it somehow. So your luck is very up and down and unexpected. That's what I really...
My problem with that is I feel like that's like a normal thought people have. I feel like that's too normal and generalized for me to say yes or no on that.
Yeah, I really feel like with I am kind and I regard all alters with respect, you have that charisma because you are genuinely warm and you genuinely enjoy other people.
No, I want to be as far away from other people as possible. And this is not meant in like an edgy sense. It is meant in like I need to be isolated at least 18 hours a day to function.
Now I'm seeing with death, the 10 of swords and the 10 of cups. I feel like at some point in your life you've lost a family member, or because keep in mind this is a general reading, but you could have lost a family member or gone through a really bad bout of depression where something traumatic and life-altering happened. Or maybe this could happen in the future, not trying to scare you.
Here's the problem I have with that. Once again, that's way too general, and I feel like everybody has lost a family member. Whether or not it's like someone close or someone, you know, extended that you didn't really talk too much, I feel everybody has dealt with death in a family. I mean, if you haven't, then good on you, I guess, but everybody has dealt with that. Most of the deaths I've dealt with, I was not really close with them. I mean, this sounds shitty, but it didn't, like, you know, change my life and completely destroy me, you know? And, like, the other problem I have with this is, like, I already feel like my brain is trying to, like, reach and trying to make connections, but she's specifically focused on a death, but she says loss, so I feel like she's leaving a lot of words up to interpretation.
Or this could also have been like something really bad happened in your family, such as like a divorce that was traumatizing, or something really bad happened in your family that really impacted you in a very big way.
Yes, a divorce did happen. The divorce was only upsetting because I had to go see my dad on weekends. Like, the concept of my parents not liking each other anymore wasn't the real problem. It was the fact that, like, I had to leave my safe space and go see my dad on weekends after a week of school, which, like, killed me. I mean, I guess in that aspect it killed my happiness, but it was a team effort with a lot of other things.
Yeah, because I have the 4 of Cups. So some of you right now might be going through a bout of depression. I'm definitely seeing that. But I'm seeing with Chiron and healing, this is a part of your purpose. And this is something that's actually going to help with your creativity and success. I'm definitely seeing some of you might have to be healing from some family issues or healing from some sort of depression or anxiety in regards to your life. Yeah. With 4 of Cups, I see a lot of depression, and that's not normally like you. So maybe this is currently, or maybe it's that thing I was picking up on group number 5.
My problem is like, well, first of all, she kind of said under her breath, and that's not really like you. It is very like me to be depressed. So that's completely wrong. When she says, like, you're going through a bout of depression, like, I'm always going through a bout of depression. Like, it doesn't ever go away. Sometimes it gets a little worse and a little better, but not by a huge margin. It just kind of stays stagnant. Like, maybe for someone else who's not always depressed and going through a bout of depression, that would be like a, oh my god, she can read my mind kind of thing. But, like, for me, that's just kind of like, okay.
I just feel like group number 5, you have like this amazing energy. I feel like you are destined for greatness, but you need to let go of that fear, take control of your life with the law of attraction, and make a decision, because nothing is worse than making no decision at all. It's better to make the wrong decision, because at least that wrong decision will lead you to the right decision later on. And keep being a warrior and fighting, because I see you have that warrior spirit and nothing can get you down. It's time to fight. I feel like you're one of those people, like I get down 9 times, but I get up 10.
Didn't really resonate with that. I don't really see myself as a warrior. I don't fight because of any intrinsic motivations, which is why I didn't really resonate with that. It's mostly extrinsic at this point. And there were very few times where I could say that, like, she was dead on, you know? Like, the only time where she really, like, said anything where I couldn't really be a little bitch about it was when she was like, oh, you're probably a YouTuber or something. And I was like, all right, fine. I can't be a little bitch about that because she's right. But other than that, it was kind of like, let's just pretend like this isn't on a completely different day. I could only say for sure like 50% of the time. And, you know, another percentage of the time I might have been reaching, and another percentage of the time she was telling the future, and I couldn't tell you whether or not that was correct or not, you know? So, in conclusion, the science for this video, not very scientific, because I can't really tell you if she's completely correct or not, and I can't trust that it's not just a weird generalized statement. So, I don't know. That's the conclusion. I'm gonna do another Q&A sometime in the future just because there was a new influx of people. I mean, I won't go over the same basics as I did the first one. So, I mean, if you're new and you want to know the basics about me, go to the first Q&A video. It's not gonna happen. I'm not doing it again. But I will have another Q&A video for funsies. So use this comment section. And if you're not willing to be put in the video but you want your question asked, then like, say so. So yeah, ask a Q&A question. That'll come out at some point. At this point, I can't promise you anything. I can't promise anyone anything ever.